My name is Adiba Mansour from the village of Al-Muruj. I am married with 3 children. My husband is a gardener. I am Haidar from Ain a widow with 5 children. My name is Zarifa Uthman from the village of Zambura. My father married a second wife after my mother died, so we are now 14 people. The same as these women, thousands of other rural women live in here and have similar stories. Lack of services and job opportunities are common here. I want to do something different, something not like others. During a training course, Sabah has selected this idea-stimulating card out of a dozen others. It is her choice, her dream. Months later, the dream is becoming reality. Sabah is now implementing her project of establishing a small enterprise, which is not only different, but also unique. Sabah produces the Italian cheese mozzarella, provola and ricotta. A challenging, dedicated process was needed to help Sabah and other women in achieving their objectives. Training and counseling represent the core of this process, which is the mission of the VBI, Village Business Incubator.
أنا كنت بشتغل لوحدي بجبني بلدي، كان عندي بقرتين وبقى أشتغل لوحدي وطلع زبدي ولبني وهالشغلات، بس جينا على المركز علمونا شغلات كتير كويسة. بالمركز استفدنا منهم كتير. جينا لعند جيراردو علمنا أنواع الجبنة كلها هذه. أول شيء يبقى نبيع هيك طفش، هلا لا صرنا بنحسبه ومنقيده كله بنسجله على الورقة وبنعرف شو بننتج وشو علينا وكل شيء.
This is the building of the Village Business Incubator. It was established in 2005 in the Syrian village of Ain, a small village on top of a hill, 800 meters above sea level, 40 kilometers eastward of the city of Lattakia. Ain, 4,200 inhabitants, overlooks green valleys and the Mediterranean Sea on the horizon. From Ain passes the road that connects the other 8 small villages of the VBI project area: Basta, Bayader al-Dera, Al-Khajar, Lefin, Zambura, Nabil Khandaq, Jouez and Al-Karaz, and which leads to the famous Salah ad-Din Castle. Tobacco cultivation dominates these areas during the summer season when entire households are busy working on the crop. The area is also affected by a high rate of unemployment, leading to the migration of men to urban areas. As a consequence, women are left alone to manage large households in very harsh conditions. The idea of promoting a project to boost the development of entrepreneurship among rural women of the coastal area of Syria was born in 2002 when the International Fund for Agricultural Development IFAD initiated the contact between the Italian Association for Women in Development AIDOS and the Fund for Integrated Rural Development of Syria, Firdous.
And Firdous is a non-government organization. It's, of course, a non-for-profit organization. It started its work in 2001. And at the beginning, we started focusing on 3 main areas: economic development, education and training, and socio-cultural development.
The Italian Association for Women in Development, AIDOS, is a non-government NGO established in Rome in 1981. AIDOS is dedicated to working in developing countries for women's rights, dignity and freedom of choice. AIDOS works in partnership with local organizations to empower women and women's organizations. Since 1994, AIDOS is active in the Middle East region, in particular in Palestine and in Jordan, where it has established counseling centers for women and implemented projects promoting women's enterprise development.
The cooperation between AIDOS and Firdous represents a good example of cooperation between Syrian NGOs and international NGOs to implement a project in Syria. And the cooperation started a few years ago through the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, which has already a project called the Coastal Midland Agricultural Development Project. We started with the Village Business Incubator project in AIDOS in Lattakia area on a smaller scale. On a later stage, Firdous and AIDOS applied for a grant from the European Commission, and we got it actually, and that was very beneficial to expand the project, the duration and also the scope of it.
The Village Business Incubator is the first business development center in Syria and one of the few in the Middle East operating to support rural women in setting up small, micro-scale, viable and self-sustainable value-added enterprises. The pilot experience of the VBI is intended to contribute to establishing a model for developing micro and small enterprises that can be extended to other rural areas of Syria.
The relentless effort of AIDOS and Firdous were conducive to the establishment of this very unique business development center, which is characterized by its integrated approach to enterprise development, as well as its quite interactive and friendly attitude in dealing with the local community.
The Village Business Incubator supports rural women in 8 villages of the target area belonging to low-income landless large households aged between 20 and 50 years old who are at least functionally literate and have sufficient arithmetic abilities. The project beneficiaries are women displaying suitable entrepreneurial spirit and motivation for risk-taking and individual initiative, as well as women who already possess relevant technical skills.
كانت موهبة عندي من صغري، أمنيتي إني أحقق أصير كوفيرة، وكوفيرة ناجحة كتير كتير كتير، وجابوا لنا مدرب كتير 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 شاطر، كمان هو إجا لعنا على المركز ونزلنا لعنده على المحل، والحمد لله يعني حققت أمنيتي، وإن شاء الله بتمنى إني أحققها كلها وإني أصير خبيرة تجميل.
أنا بخيط خياطة بس ما في تسويق عنا بالبيعة. نحن صرنا شهرين بنتدرب، استفدنا بهالشهرين. أمنيتي افتح مشغل صغير بالمستقبل وأديره أنا يعني.
دربت على الإكسسوارات، يعني بحبها لها الشغلة هاي، يعني من طفولتي بحبها، ومس ما صارت لي فرصة أني نمي هالموهبة هاي، وبفضل هون المركز أعمال المرأة الريفية نميتها لها الموهبة. إن شاء الله نكون متوفقين. تجربة حلوة كتير كتير.
مركز أعمال المرأة الريفية علمونا تربية دودة القز، عملوا لنا دورة توجيهية ودورة إدارة أعمال، وعملنا جولات ميدانية، وشفنا مراحل تربية دودة القز ومراحل الخيط، حل الخيط، وراح افتح مشروع، وإن شاء الله نقدر نسوق هالمنتجات اللي زي راح نشتغلها.
Instead of providing office space and office facilities, the center concentrates on business skills capacity building. Such an innovative approach has earned the reputation of incubator without walls.
The VBI office is open for helping women, receiving women, helping them, guiding them, leading them, and supporting them by providing services that are tailored for their needs. We know that empowering women is something very important these days for making changes, not only changes in the families but also changes in the economy as a whole. We hope that the VBI will make an effective change in the target area.
The incubator organizes basic and advanced training cycles of maximum 3 months duration. A standard training cycle comprises 5 main steps: the orientation session and consequent follow-up on business idea, the basic management training and technical training, followed by individual assistance in the preparation of the business plan. Throughout the training cycle and after its completion, the Centre supports women entrepreneurs both in the field and at the VBI premises in marketing, promoting and developing their businesses. The VBI also facilitates the access to suitable forms of microfinance depending on the type of enterprise.
VBI methodology is a market-oriented methodology. If you look at the our market study, you will see these main sectors such as dairy product, medical herbs, and the services, and for example, handicraft, which is a main sector. So we focus on the skills of our beneficiaries and target area resources.
I work with the beneficiaries on two levels. I help them with doing the business planning, like searching me and them, searching the marketing information, the financial informations, technical informations.
منروج للمشروع، منزور النساء بيت كل وحدة على بيتها، بنحاول انه نجذبهم لنا على الحاض، نجيبهم مشان نغير لهم شوي بحياتهم، نأثر شوي على اذهانهم، مشان يصيروا احسن، بنشجعهم مشان يستلموا مشاريع صغيرة يبلشوا فيها. أنا بحب الحاضنة كتير، وبتمنى أن الحاضنة تكون بعد 4 سنين من أنجح المشاريع بسوريا، ونحن متأكدين من هذا الشيء إن الله راد.
This is the first VBI's training course for rural women, a 3-day orientation session, an introductory workshop to explain in detail the VBI's role and verify the entrepreneurial attitude of the beneficiaries. Participating women have been selected during home visits paid by the incubator staff. The local promoters have carried out door-to-door visits to introduce the VBI. They interviewed potential beneficiaries and assessed their skills, motivation and existing capacities. The VBI services have been extensively promoted during an information and sensitization campaign which reached more than 300 women.
أول شيء روجت للحاضنة، بعدين قمت بمتابعة النساء بالمشاريع اللي قاموها. كتير سعيدة بمساعدة النساء على إقامة المشاريع الصغيرة حتى يكونوا نساء ناجحات ويقوموا مشاريع متميزة.
Training material for business management sessions was entirely produced by the VBI staff with the support of AIDOS and Firdous, with a unique interactive participatory methodology, also including theatre sketches tailored to the project beneficiaries.
We are trying to introduce basic management training on small enterprises and technical training. I'm very happy about the response and commitment of the beneficiaries and about their enthusiasm to learn more and more.
The center here improves the quality of life, and he can create new jobs for the women, and I wish that we can achieve our goals and go beyond of it.
Actually, it's very nice to be in direct contact with such a very enthusiastic beneficiaries who are really very motivated to start up their own enterprises.
The VBI is managed by a team of young, motivated experts trained by AIDOS and Firdous. To improve the managerial and technical levels of the VBI staff, continuous technical assistance is provided by the project coordinators. To enhance the quality of services provided by the incubator, AIDOS continuously builds the capacities of the national project staff. Ad hoc short-term technical assistance missions are carried out by international experts.
Actually, in these days, I'm here with the team at the VBI, and we are trying together to revise and improve and constantly adapt their business management training materials to the local context, so to make them flexible and relevant for the local beneficiaries. But I'm also trying with them to enhance their skills in business counseling and in business plans and planning, so that they can provide relevant services to the local community. Actually, the focus of the technical assistance that AIDOS provides through external experts to in a project like the one of the VBI is mainly on technical content and methodology, but there is also a very strong focus on capacity building, which, by the way, is constantly followed up in a project like the VBI by the presence of an international project coordinator all the time, being here with the VBI team.
The Village Business Incubator operates towards fostering its self-sustainability in order to guarantee its existence after project life and continue serving the local community. The VBI took part in the initiative EU Project Cooperation Day, promoted by the European delegation during the first week of May 2006 in Damascus and Aleppo to show its 14 ongoing projects. The VBI continuously liaises with other development projects in Syria and abroad to share best practices and approaches.
The scope of the VBI cooperation is not limited to the local context, it extends also to the regional level. The VBI, in fact, cooperates with the Jordanian NGO Noor Al Hussein Foundation through sharing experience and best practices on enterprise development.
The VBI has achieved considerable results from the first 20 months of project implementation, which are reflected in the good response of the local community, women's enthusiasm, and in the increasing demand for the VBI services. In fact, the incubator is also recognized as a meeting point where women can get together to exchange their views and dreams and to become more self-reliant as active agents of socio-economic development.
During my few interventions of technical assistance here at the VBI, from the beginning of the project till today, I had the pleasure to see how the VBI has gradually evolved and grown, and now it's finally operational in the community and it's delivering very relevant services. So I might say that really the two main keywords of the VBI are now becoming flexibility and innovation.
So far, 60 women have attended the complete training cycle, and 30 out of them are in the process of establishing their micro-enterprises in a variety of sectors including handicraft, food processing and service delivery. Some of the enterprises currently being supported are Turath, a workshop for women's fashion producing elegant dresses, decorated with embroidered silk laces. The natural silk is produced by entrepreneurs with a view to revive a traditional activity typical of the area. Women have been supported in the design by a talented Italian designer. Alia for honey. Oak honey is a product highly appreciated. After having attended a thorough training in beekeeping, Alia has decided to start her production in Ain al-Tine. Al-Banafsaj, another group of women producing bijouterie, are successfully selling their products in the villages. They have also experimented with new designs with the support of an Italian painter who has assisted them in enhancing their creativity. Layla's workshop, an experienced tailor wishing to expand her production scale to cope with the demand for clothes within the target villages. Layla has attended a professional training course at the VBI premises. Zarifes, taking advantage of the natural beauty of the area rich in biodiversity, Zarife has decided to establish in her plot of land a small restaurant with eco-tourism facilities. Summer's beauty. Women in the target area are very conscious of their looks and like to appear fashionable and smart. Summer has decided to open a hairdressing salon after having received sophisticated training delivered by a trendy hairdresser in Lattakia. Al-Mahar Gas Center. To cope with the increasing demand for gas in the village, Fadia is now getting a license for a gas distribution business. Zahrat Al-Ajban and Firdous Al-Bayadir, two enterprises producing dairy products with a view to diversify their production and target new market niches. These entrepreneurs have been supported by an experienced Italian cheesemaker in the production of Italian cheese, mozzarella, provola Trichia and ricotta. The entrepreneurs are already enjoying a higher profit margin and are currently assisted by the staff of the incubator to improve the packaging of the products.
Come potete vedere, qui ci sono due tipi di formaggio. Uno è il tipo di formaggio vecchio che faceva la signora Sabak e questo bianco è il tipo di formaggio nuovo da mettere nel mercato.
Getting support from experienced designers and technical trainers was very important to develop the products and add value to women's production. It is also an opportunity to create an exchange between the foreign expertise and the local community and contribute to promoting contacts and networking. The smile and confident look in the eyes of all women involved in the centre's activity is a major indicator of the positive results of the project. Already 30 women have accepted the challenge of becoming entrepreneurs as a way to improve their quality of life and increase the well-being of their families, and many others have expressed the wish to follow this path. And this is only the beginning.